Hey there, how you doing? Just doing a check-in today. Yeah, so how was you guys' full moon yesterday? November 15th. It was the Beaver moon, and it just so happens this is not Beaver, okay? I don't know what this is, but it's gonna symbolically today represent Beaver. My hair is not done. I'm tired of it. I don't want to deal with it or whatever. So I said, let me put on my whatever this is, mink, whatever. But again, it's gonna be symbolic for the Beaver full moon. There it is. Anyway, so what did you guys do? I mean, it was a great opportunity to not only, okay, let me go back. The Beaver moon fell on a Friday. So for those that are not familiar with Fridays is associated with Venus, and Venus is connected to love, creativity, beauty, and a couple of other things. So I became familiar with Friday for doing different manifestations and stuff like that for love by someone that I have learned or came to trust over the years, who's been a tremendous resource to me. She offers services, ain't nothing free in this world, right? But the woman is the truth. And I don't want to put her name out there and stuff like that. I could. I'm new to this again. I mean, it would be bringing business to her, but if you guys are interested, you can ask me below and I can tell you, what her information is. And you can check her out. She does tarot readings. She does auric field readings, what she did on my son. I've gotten several tarot readings over the few years. And again, I think I mentioned in another video, be careful about who you choosing because there's a lot of fakes out there. And she does a few other things. She also sells jewelry. I bought some jewelry from her before. A little chakra bracelet. Anyway, she, the last time that I reached out to her for something, she gave me some recommended actions, and one of them was and it was associated with love. Okay, I mean, we've already talked about this if you've seen any of my other videos. I'm single, not desperate, but I am open and trying to call in love. I'm done with the karmic BS. I'm so over it, okay? It's like, I hope that I've completed all the contracts that I need to complete with that, because I feel like it's been like 12 years a slave, if I'm saying 12 years a slave or whatever. But you know what I'm saying, just dealing with the same thing and trying to learn a lesson, and it's like, oh, okay, obviously there must be something I still need to learn. Or I guess I was contracted in the spirit realm to meet this person, of course for my own growth, but maybe for them as well. I'm so over it. That's all I'm saying. So I'm trying to call in the real one, my divine counterpart, my kingdom spouse. No more spiritual spouses, no more karmic stuff. So she ended up enlightening me on Friday. So that's that. So you can Google more about that, yourself. But the fact that the Beaver Full Moon fell on a Friday, Venus Day, was an excellent opportunity for us to get down and get down and dirty with it and go hard. You know what I'm saying? To kind of push what we're trying to manifest into existence, right? So yeah, I don't know what you guys did. I was trying to do a video beforehand, you know, on this or whatever, just a quick to put it out there. I wasn't able to. I was dealing with Job, burnt out. And for those of you that get it, get it. Job, how do you spell Job? J-O-B. I'm gonna just leave it there. I was so burnt out, so whatever. I'm like, I gotta take some days off for my mental health. You know, really. And yeah, and it's hard. You're dealing with a stressful job at times. I mean, of course I get breaks, but it's just been not as many lately. And it's just like steady coming. And it's like my job entails me doing like so many different, it's not like just one thing, you know, like this set plan. Okay, this is how you solve this issue, or this is what this is. There's so many different ways you can do it, and it's coming from all different directions, and there's all different types of circumstances. Neither here nor there. So I wasn't able to do it before, so there's that the fact. However, from what I have read, that and the some of the other YouTube channels that I follow that are astrology based and stuff like that, the full moon effects will be around for, they said, about 2-3 days, something like that. Don't shoot me if you got a different time frame. I'm just telling you what they said, what I heard. So that's probably about right. Just because the full moon was just last night. Okay, it's the 16th today. So it makes sense that the energy ain't just evaporated like that. It's a fade off. So it's not too late. Bright side of things, you still take advantage of it. It's not Friday, but again, you still take advantage of the Beaver Full Moon. And with full moons, that's about the releasing. So I don't know what you guys release, but I'll tell you what I release. And I've been doing this for a minute anyway. Just like anything, when you have when you're dealing with all type of generational things, karmic stuff, that stuff don't just go away overnight. It could take years for some people, and it depends on who you are, your spiritual ranking, how hard you're going in, and you know, your lifestyle. It's so many different variables on how soon you can start cleaning up stuff, but you know, and then, you know, your purpose, it's just so much. But I released, and again, I've been releasing all karmic cords to exes, romantic exes. My friend circle, you know, some people do it with friends and family and stuff like that. My circle at this point is really, really, really small. So that's not such a big concern with me. I mean, as far as the family and friends, that's because it's minimal at this point, because I just can't deal with a bunch of foolishness. You know, I just can't. Or people that don't want to do nothing, who don't want to grow. I don't want to elevate. So I never could anyway before my journey, but it just became more so, because I'm like, you know, I have things to do, and if I'm to help someone or whatever, I'm so effed up over other people who are draining me and being energy vampires all the time. And if you got a lot of them, good luck, boo, whatever. But so yeah, I did it more so for romantic relationships. I'm pretty much cleansed. I've been cleansing for a couple of years now. So the guys that I have dated over the past couple of years, the connection wasn't toxic. So, but again, that residual from the ones that were could still kind of be lingering and have cords, and especially depending on who that person was. Like I mentioned in another video, that I was married unbeknownst to me, a whole warlock. Okay? And that's a master blaster demon right there. To get that out, it's time. It'll continue cleansing and learning how to do it, and finding someone to help you with that. But yeah, so removing that. What else did I do? I'm looking at my notes. I released the or continuously release stagnancy. I have an issue with being stagnant, and that's because I overthink. I'm an Aquarius. However, I do mostly operate out of my water placements, which is Pisces and Moon. Those two are so it's Pisces, Moon, and then my Aquarius is the Sun. So my big three are two water placements. So there you go. And I'm very imaginative, and I get stuck in my head. I'm like, I have so many things to do. I'm so creative and stuff like that, and I'll keep going back, changing it, rethinking, and it sets up stagnancy. Okay, that's just the reality is. So that's the issue with me, has been for a very long time, and I'm continually working on it. Right. So and also, I feel that I'm in a good place. Of course, I have my down days, or something to, happen or come across my past, and I'll get triggered, and it'll bring up a memory and stuff like that. That's just about being a human, right? It's all how we deal with it. But it's still, I'm taking advantage of the full moon to put it out there and release it. Any hurt, anger, pain, trauma, disappointment, unrequited love, conditional love. Those are things that I have had to deal with and overcome. So just kind of doing the whole thing and releasing that as well. What else did I do? A release, and I also released any energetic cords or spirits attached to lack or fear, and fear in the sense of just being, I never would have thought it would have been called fear, but it is fear. When you say, hey man, I want to do this, I want to do that, or I want to say something to someone who may be crossing my boundaries or something like that, because you just want to be the nice guy, or you just don't want no, you're like, okay, whatever. Speaking up more. And it's kind of weird because Aquarius, we speak up for ourselves, and generally speaking, or whatever. And I've always been like that, but over the years, I kind of took a back seat, because this is like, okay, whatever. But then that ended up setting up someone continuously playing in my face. And then when it's all said, but I allowed it, right? And then when I didn't get enough, now I'm going off. Before I even go off, I'm gonna let you know, I'm gonna cut you off when you're stepping over my boundaries, or it's just not a good situation for me. I don't agree. Just say it and be done. It's either you like it, you don't, you don't. And there's nothing wrong with that. Especially if you're not being nasty or mean. You have thoughts and feelings. I got thoughts and feelings. You just saying it. So that's something that I needed to kind of get back. I used to be really like that in my 20s and maybe early 30s. And then as I got older, I was just like, okay, whatever. I let a lot of stuff slide. And, now it's just like, I don't want to go too far where I'm being rude or not having tact. So it's that balance, right? So I'm working on that. So those are the things that I released. I did a whole ritual thing. I did a cleansing. Speaking of rituals and stuff like that, I don't know what you guys do. I had to figure out what was best for me. talk about in the spiritual community about doing spiritual baths and stuff like that. Those are great. You put the salt water, you put your herbs and your oils, you get your candles, and and you have your little notepad and all of that stuff, and you do your thing, you know, your music, whatever. For me, I can't do salt baths. I can't do them. They irritate my area, so I can't do that. So what I'm very sensitive down there. Very, very, very sensitive. Sorry, that could be too much TMI, but that's the reality of it. I'm not gonna say I envy, but you women that can sit up in them baths and on those little do the yoni steams and all that type of stuff and all this. More power to. I wish I could do that. Me, it'll set up an issue. She's very sensitive. She don't like it, all that extra stuff. Soap, water, and then with soap, it's sensitive. It's the the Dove unscented. Like, no, you know what I'm saying. And if I do something else, I don't spray it in there. It's just like, you know what I'm saying, like whatever. During the summer, it's muggy and keep it going. I'm not putting a lot of extra stuff down there. I learned a long time ago. So I stick with what works for me. So being said that, for me, and for those that have that going on, that they're very, very sensitive down there, what I do is I'll just get a little bowl, I'll put my salt in there, and I put I make my own oils, my anointing oil, my protection oils, my hex removal oils, and all that. I make all my own oils. So I just pour some of the oil in the salt and mix it up, and then I'll go in the shower and I'll cleanse my body with soap and stuff like that. And then I'll take the salt, the salt oil mix, and then I'll have my phone prompt up on something, and I'll have like a video, either a Reiki video or some other video with some sort of frequency that's usually for me. You can do whatever you want, but I'm just saying what I do. That's tied to removing any black magic, evil eye, bad energy, hexes, vexes, jinx, all that stuff. And I have it prompt up. And usually I like Reiki because Reiki, you can do that distance. And there's no distance in the spirit. So you put that up and it's playing, and you just, go within and you ask, obviously for protection, or Angel Michael or whatever, your spirit guides and your ancestors or whoever. And if you don't do all that, from whatever you work with, right? You just ask for protection, and then you just go in and you just kind of go within. And while you're rubbing the salt over your body, you're thinking about that you're being cleansed and also protected from anyone trying to throw anything your way. And if something happened to be on you, then obviously you're asking the divine, God, what have you, for it to be removed. Okay, so that's what I do. And then I'll get in the tub, and in the tub I will pull a little oil in there. That doesn't seem to bother me, but all the herbs and all these other things that people be putting up in there, that's definitely not so. That's a no for me. But if you could do it, there's no right or wrong with it. It's whatever works for you. So that, doing the whole thing, I went all out. And I also did candles. Did the candle thing, because the full moon is also good, not just for releasing. Well, that is for releasing, for banishing as well. So if you got issues with you feeling like someone's still tied to you, like there's some sort of energetic cord, you're being pulled, and you're like, why am I feeling like this? Why am I thinking about this person? This person beat me upside the head. I ain't even with them no more. Why they thinking about me? Because they're pulling on your energy. They're probably thinking about you or whatever. And please don't let them be into some sort of demonic spell work. They doing some other stuff or whatever. But if that's what you feeling like, you need to cut energetic course with someone, the full moon, great time to do it because that you're releasing, right? So it's you banishing it. So I had that set up, and my protection, I had the love, had the banishing, and also had a healing candle to heal me emotionally, physically, mentally, and spiritually. So yeah, that's that. Again, wish I could have got to this, put this out the day before, which I guess that would have been 14th, but you know, can't. At some point, I am really hoping. And there's another thing, you know, I'm gonna use the new moon, because the new moon is about bringing in and manifesting. So I've been doing it anyway, but to continue to do it, where, you know, I can transition to do what I was born to do, my actual purpose, and, you know, make money where I can live off of it, you know, because yeah. You know, to have complete satisfaction with things. Again, I'm thankful for Job and everything like that, because I have bills to pay, I got things to do, I need insurance, just like anybody else. But you know, it's different when you're walking in your purpose and you doing it, and you actually can, whatever it is that you're doing, you can actually live off of the earnings of doing what you love to do. I mean, I know people that are doing it, and I mean, it's just different. So I want to get there. Anyway, that is it. Yeah, I think that's it. You want to do a card? Let's see. Let's do an oracle card. I didn't know if I was going to do it or not, but yeah, I don't know if I was gonna do it or not. It depended on the time. But since I've already shuffled and cleansed them or whatever, so it's just a matter of seeing what comes out. And you guys better not be talking about me in those comments about how I'm shuffling these doggone cards. Okay, just go with it. Oh, just go with it. Okay. Maybe I will. Okay. Connect with your womb. I was just talking about Venus, was yesterday, which is love, creativity, beauty. It's really it's basically associated with feminine, the feminine part of us, and that could be a man or woman, because men have feminine and masculine too. But this is connect with your womb. Isn't that on time? Isn't that on time? I'm glad I did it. So this is a new one. I connect with your womb. Come on. Connect with your womb. Connect with your womb. What's that? Come on. Come on. All right. So connect with your womb. Meditate on drawing forth Meditate on drawing forth the creative energy of your womb, your mother's womb, or the cosmic womb. This will help you gather insight about the creations that the universe is calling forward from within you. By opening up this, intuitive dialogue with your womb, you will also better understand what needs releasing. Rest one of your hands on your lower belly and send loving energy to the space. Ask your womb, physical or energetic, the following questions. What creation wants to come forward through me? What energies are stored here? What womb traumas within me or from my lineage need healing? If fertility or birthing is in your energetic field, take this time to tune in deeper to your womb as the vessel through which new life can enter this realm. Ask your womb how you can support it in healing or in carrying a new life. Listen carefully to the answers that reveal themselves. Okay, so real quick, now that could, the way that card read, you could have been like, oh, okay, that's about childbirth. It's not. Just because something is being mentioned, even when you listen to tarot, I've learned this. When someone says about something being birth, that could be anything, you know. So I can't have any more children, so that wouldn't be applicable to me. So when it talks like, when the card is referring to what is, you know, what it said, that's my creative. I have a lot. I just mentioned I have so many ideas and thoughts and stuff like that, creative projects, and bringing them to fruition. So that is basically what I was saying, you know, about the Venus. I wasn't even so this is connected to Venus, your womb. And I didn't mention it, but during my ritual in the tub, I did have a carnelian, which is for your sacral chakra, which is your womb and your creativity and a few other things. I did have that in the tub because carnelian is a crystal that can be submerged in water. So, but I had that in the water, and I did place my hand over my womb to help release, you know, release different things and stuff like that. So yeah, this is right on time. Anyway, I'm gonna go. So you guys have a good one, and until the next time, peace.